the web or on the internet. I mean, the whole manner of social networking has changed. I'm pretty sure that at least 90% of the people sitting here have Facebook accounts and so on. So the impact has been tremendous, and you couldn't have predicted this impact. The impact that came just from a small young student thinking about the way to share knowledge between each other. And another highlight I would like to say is that the previous machine was switched on without the fanfare that you're seeing today. There were just 3 physicists and engineers sitting and switching on the machine and looking at the data and looking at the mass of the Z and W bosons which were discovered recently. So things have changed dramatically, awareness has increased dramatically, and you are all very fortunate to be living in an era where everything is so transparent and so public that it would be a shame not to make use of this information. Now, where is CERN? CERN sits in the border between France and Switzerland. So Switzerland is a very, very tiny country. It's even half the size of Uttarakhand, I would imagine. So it's a very tiny country on this side, and a slightly bigger country on this side is France, and the border goes somewhere here. That's the accelerator marked on this plane, and it of course sits 100 meters below the Earth, simply because you wouldn't want to occupy space on the surface. And in addition, there's a very solid and in fact rock solid layer of granite under the Earth over here. In this side there are the mountains called Jura Mountains. They are in France, and on this side we've got the Alps, the Swiss Alps of course on this side. This is Lake of Geneva, and this triangle here is the main office space and laboratory space where you have test beams, or you do some prototype testing and so on. But the real experiment is 27 kilometers in circumference, and you've got experiments at different points on this circumference. So there are several campuses of CERN, and in total there are about 15,000 people who work there. And if you look very, very carefully, you might even find that I live here and my house is just right there. Okay, so I said 15,000, of which 10,000 people are the scientists. Of these 10,000, there are only 2,700 people who are actually employed by CERN. All the rest are people who come from the different institutions all over the world, and they come and do collaborative research at CERN. What does it mean? It means that there's an opportunity for everyone. And there's even a program called LHC at Home, which means hook on to the web, actually the new generation of the web, which I will come to later on, and you can even participate in experiments going on at CERN. So there was a student who mentioned to me about a theory, the string theory about the brain. You know, things like that can be tested.